That's the challenge. And of course, the other side of the coin reads, unless you change how you are, you'll always have what you got. I have found in my experience that income does not far exceed personal development. Now, sometimes income takes a lucky jump, but sure enough, unless you grow out where it is, it'll usually come back where you are. Life has strange ways. If somebody hands you $1 million, best you become a millionaire quickly, so you get to keep the money. Otherwise, sure enough, it'll disappear. Somebody once said, if you took all the money in the world, divided it up equally among everybody, it would soon all be back in the same pockets. Incredible. Success is something you attract, not something you pursue. Success is looking for a good place to stay. So instead of going after it, you work on yourself. Personal development. See, the major question to ask on the job is not what are you getting? The major question to ask on the job is, what are you becoming? See, the big question is not what am I getting paid here? The big question is, what am I becoming here? Because true happiness is not contained in what you get. Happiness is contained in what you become. So that's our major subject for tonight, personal development. Of all the assignments Mr. Schoaf gave me at age 25, this was probably the most difficult. In fact, I'm still working on this one. I think it's an unending challenge to see what you can become. The next subject is called Basic Laws. And it's good to study the basics. And I call these basics primarily because they come from the Bible. Now, I'm not a theologian or a minister, and that'll be apparent. But Mr. Schoaf taught me that the Bible was a good textbook for ideas and stories and success equations, how to live the better life. I found out that was true. He also taught me that the Bible is as practical as it is spiritual, and I found out that's true. If you look at your bank account and your income and you're not happy, there are several places in the Bible to check to see what the heck's wrong so you can make the changes. And we're going to cover some of those tonight, called basics. Okay. The next subject is my favorite, setting goals. Mr. Schoaf taught me how to set goals. What a favor that was. One morning at breakfast, shortly after I met him, he said, Jim, let me see your current list of goals, and let's go over them and talk about them. He said, maybe that's the best way I can help you get a better direction started. And I said, I don't have a list. He said, well, is it out in the car or home somewhere? I said, no, sir. I don't have a list anywhere. He said, well, young man, that's where we got to start. He said, I can tell you right now, if you don't have a list of your goals with you, he said, I can guess your bank balance within a few $100s. Which he did. And that got my attention. I said, you mean my bank balance would change if I had a list of goals? He said, drastically. That day I became a willing student how to set goals. And sure enough, learning how to set goals changed my life. And I often wondered why no one had ever taught me how to set goals up until age 25. I went to high school, but if they offered it, I missed it. I went to college for a year, never heard it. I worked for Sears. Really? And to my knowledge, Sears never taught it. Right? How to set goals. So here I am, age 25, married, my family's starting, I've been to college, I'm working, and I still don't know how to set goals. But fortunately, when I was 25, I met the man who taught me how, and it revolutionized my whole life. Economically, socially, personally, it's incredible. So I want to share with you tonight what Mr. Schoaf shared with me, how to set goals. It can be a life changer. Okay. The next subject is the negative part of the seminar. Life is part negative, so we got to talk about the negative. And this subject is called diseases of attitude. Diseases of attitude. There's a lot of things that can wreck your chances to do well. We live in a rather dangerous world, so you got to be not only wise, you got to be careful. Now, attitude diseases are just as bad as physical diseases, right? High blood pressure, heart trouble. I mean, a lot of things lace your chances to do well. So you've got to be careful. And attitude diseases are deadly. I mean, they'll destroy all the good things you start. Okay? So we'll go through those attitude diseases, how to spot them, how to look for them, what they are, and the cure. And I'm a pro on these because I've had them all, so I can give you excellent advice on these. Now, the last subject we're going to consider tonight is called the day that turns your life around. The day that turns your life around. And under this subject, we're going to talk about the emotions that can change your life. Human beings are emotional creatures, and emotions are powerful for life change. Now, of course, emotions are so powerful they can go either way on you. Emotions can either build or destroy. So you really have to employ emotions properly. We call civilization the intelligent management of human emotions. If you can intelligently apply your emotions in the right direction, no telling what can happen. Could turn your life around one day would be sufficient. So we'll talk about those. Okay. Now that's a lot to cover in one evening, but we'll keep at it here and see if we can't get it all done. I'd like to have you now jot down the theme of the seminar. Every seminar should have a theme, I guess. We've got one. It's on some of our literature if you happen to notice it, but if you didn't, for your notes, here it is. The theme of the seminar goes like this. The major key to your better future is you. That's the theme of our seminar tonight. The major key to your better future is you. And I'd like to have you underline two words just to give it some added punch. Underline the word major and the word you, so that it reads, the major key to your better future is you. Now, my first suggestion is transfer this to a card or something where you can put it up, where you can see it every day. Preferably put it up where you can see it at the beginning of the day, before you go off to put the day together. This is a good phrase just to glance at, to keep in mind as you're putting the day together. It's called the silent seminar. If you'll just let this talk to you during the day, I found it to be tremendously helpful. The major key to your better future is you. For a big share of my life now, I didn't have this one quite figured out, among a lot of things I didn't have quite figured out. Many things used to puzzle me back in those early days. I used to wonder why two people could work for the same company, one make twice as much money. Now see, that used to puzzle me. And maybe they were the same age, graduated from the same school, live in the same community, work for the same company, with the same products and the same services. They've got the same traffic, the same problems, and one makes $1,000 a month, the other one makes $2,000 a month. Now that was my puzzling question. Why would this long list be the same and the money twice as much? I asked, what's the difference between $1,000 a month and $2,000 a month? And I don't mean $1,000 a month, right? I could figure that out. But what makes the difference? Why would one person do twice as well, 3 times as well? Speaking economically. Now, I know there's more than one way to do well. I understand that. But in this little narrow area called compensation, what's the difference? Well, back then, with my faulty thinking, I'm trying to reason it out. I thought, well, maybe time makes some of the difference, right? Some people do better because they have more time. I used to say, Harold ought to be able to do well. He's got a lot of time. If I had all of Harold's time, I could do well. Now, that's got to be dumb, right? Number one, you can't get somebody else's time. A guy says to me one time, he says, you know, if I had some extra time, I could make some extra money. I said, then forget it. There isn't any extra time. Hey, when the clock strikes 12 midnight, that about wraps it up, right? I mean, you can look around the gongs there for a little more, but it's over. You say to the guy, what are you doing? He says, I'm looking for extra time. See, they'll come and take you away, right? There isn't any more time. Now, if you can't get more time, which you can't, what could you get more of that would make a difference in economic results? And here's the key word. Make it a part of your notes. We're going to consider it tonight. The word is value. And I have a little phrase for your notes. Value makes the difference in results. Value makes the difference. You can't get more time, but you can create more value. Now here's the first lesson of economics. Everybody should learn it from the time they're old enough to understand what a dollar means, how to earn one, how to get one, how to keep one, what to do with it. First lesson of economics. We primarily get paid for value. That's lesson one. Bringing value to the marketplace, that's how you get paid. You don't get paid for the time. I know it takes time to bring value to the marketplace, but you get paid for the value, not the time. Now, since that's true, here's one of the key questions of the evening. Is it possible to become twice as valuable at the marketplace and make twice as much money in the same time? Could you become 3 times as valuable? Make 3 times as much money in the same time? Is that possible? The answer is yes. And it's always if, right? Life is known as the big if. Harry Truman once said, life is iffy. How true. And here's the big if, we're going to consider it tonight. It's possible to do much better at the marketplace if you go to work primarily on yourself. And that's the theme of our seminar tonight. Learning to work primarily on yourself. People have asked me for the last 24 years, how do you develop an above-average income? And the answer is, become an above-average person. Develop an above-average handshake. Some people want to be successful, they don't even work on their handshake. As easy as that would be to start on. They let it slide, they don't understand. Develop an above-average smile. Develop an above-average excitement. Develop an above-average interest in other people. Develop an above-average intensity to win. See, that'll change everything. Probably one of the most frustrating experiences in life is looking for an above-average job with above-average pay without becoming an above-average person. It's called frustration. And Mr. Schoaf gave me probably the greatest clue he gave me when I first met him. He said, Jim, if you want to be wealthy and happy the rest of your life, just learn this lesson well. He said, learn to work harder on yourself than you do on your job. Then Mr. Schoaf gave me probably one of the most important clues among so many things he taught me, but this was in those early days. Mr. Schoaf was very kind, but he was also very abrupt. And he had these interesting questions to ask. I'm giving him a little rundown one day on how things hadn't worked out for me. He said, Mr. Owen, I've got the answer for you if you will listen carefully. And listen carefully I did that day and for the next 5 years. If somebody's wealthy and happy, you gotta listen. He said, Jim, I've only known you a short time. But he said, it's already my honest opinion that for things to change for you, you've got to change. That wasn't quite the answer I was looking for. But that's the answer he gave me, and I pass it along to you on this warm summer evening in Anaheim, California, 1981. For things to change for you, you've got to change. Otherwise, it isn't going to change. Before I met Mr. Schoaf, I used to say, I sure hope things will change. Right? That seemed to be my only hope. If it isn't going to change, I'm in serious trouble. And then I discovered it isn't going to change, so I'm in serious trouble. See, I can tell you what the 80s are going to be like. You have dropped into the right place. I did a seminar one time for Standard Oil executives and management in Honolulu. And we're having a conference one day on this big conference table. And one of them said to me, Mr. Rohn, you know some fairly important people halfway around the world. What do you think the 80s are going to be like? I said, gentlemen, I do know the right people. I can tell you. So they all listened very carefully. And I said, gentlemen, based on my wide experience, I can really honestly say to you, in my opinion, in the 80s, it's going to be about like it's always been. Aren't you glad you came? That's inside. I don't pass that around just everywhere. Now, of course, I said that to make a point, but I also said it because it's accurate. It's going to be about like it's always been. It isn't going to change. The tide comes in, and then what? It goes out. For 6,500 years that we know of, recorded history, and probably long before that. So it is not going to change. It gets light, and then what? It turns dark. 6,500 years. See, it's not likely to change. And we're not to be startled by that. If the sun goes down, the guy says, what's happened, what's happened? It means he hasn't been here long, I guess, right? It always goes down about this time. The guy says, well, I don't like that arrangement. Well, you got to talk to somebody besides me, right? It gets light, then it turns dark. In rotation, the next season after fall is what? Winter. Pray tell, how often does winter follow fall? Every year regularly for the last 6,500 that we know of. See, it is not going to change. Now, some winters are long, and some are short, and some are hard, and some are easy, but they always come right after falls. It isn't going to change. Sometimes you can figure it out, sometimes there's no way to figure it out. Sometimes it goes well, sometimes it gets in a knot. Sometimes it sails along, sometimes it gets in reverse. See, that's not going to change. The last 6,000 years reads like this: opportunity mixed with difficulty. That's how it reads. It isn't going to change. The man says, well, if it isn't going to change, how will my life ever change? Answer, when you change. And whether I'm talking to high school kids or business executives, my message is always the same. And it goes like this: the only way it gets better for you is when you get better. Let me give you the 4 major lessons in life to learn. Here's 4 majors. It's good to study the majors. In our weekend seminar we teach. Some people don't do well because they major in minor things. You've got to be on the lookout. At the end of every week, end of every month, you've got to check, make sure you're not spending major time on minor things. We go through that whole series. Majors and minors. Now, let me give you 2 phrases before we get to the 4 majors. This will set it up and you'll see where I'm going. 2 key phrases for your notes. Here's the first one. Life and business is like the changing seasons. That's the first phrase. Life and business is like the changing seasons. One of the best ways to describe life, it's like the seasons. Frank Sinatra sings, life is like the seasons. Now here's the second phrase. Very important. You cannot change the seasons, but you can change yourself. You can't change the seasons, but you can change yourself. And see, that's how life gets better for you, not by chance, but by change. Now, here's the 4 major lessons in life to learn. I've got my first book finished. Came out a couple of weeks ago. This is in it. The 4 major lessons in life to learn. Here they are. Number 1, learn how to handle the winters. That's lesson 1. They come right after falls with regularity. Some are long, and some are short, and some are hard, and some are easy, but they keep coming. You must learn to handle the nights. They come right after days. You must learn to handle difficulty. It comes right after opportunity. You must learn to handle recessions. They always follow progressions. For the last 6,000. See, it isn't going to change. The lesson you must learn is how to handle it. And there's all kinds of winters, right? The winter when you can't figure it out. The winter when it all goes smash. The winter when it turns belly up. The winter when it won't work, when you've run out of money and you've got a broken heart. See, those are winter times. There's all kinds. Economic winters, social winters, personal winters. When your heart is smashed in 1,000 pieces and the nights are unusually long, your prayers seem to go no higher than your head. It's wintertime. Barbara Streisand sings, "It used to be so natural to talk about forever, but used to be's don't count anymore. They just lay on the floor till we sweep them away. You don't sing me love songs, and you don't say you need me, and you don't bring me flowers anymore." A song of winter. But see, the disappointments come. Those are normal. That's part of life. But the question is, how do you handle it? How do you handle the coming winters and the disappointments and the down times? Well, you can't get rid of January by tearing it off the calendar. But here's what you can do. You can get stronger, you can get wiser, and you can get better. The winters won't change, but you can. And that's how life changes for you. See, before I understood, when it was winter, I used to wish it was summer. I didn't understand. When it was hard, I used to wish it was easy. I didn't know. And then Mr. Schoaf gave me a part of his very unique philosophy when he said, "Don't wish it was easier, wish you were better." See, that triggered my whole life change. Don't wish for less problems. Wish for more skills. Don't wish for less challenge. Wish for more wisdom. That's the key. So that's lesson 1. Learn how to handle the winters. Here's lesson 2. Learn how to take advantage of the spring. That's the second one. Spring is called opportunity. And spring follows winter. What a great place for it. If you were going to put it somewhere, that'd be the place to put it, right after winter. And pray tell, how often does spring follow winter? Every year with regularity, 6,000. You can almost count on it. See, opportunity always comes. Days follow nights. Isn't that terrific? Opportunity follows difficulty. But here's what you must learn to do. Underline these 2 words in that key phrase. Take advantage. Underline those 2. You must learn to take advantage of the spring. See, just because spring rolls around is no sign you're going to look good come fall. You got to do something with it. In fact, you have to get good at one of 2 things in life. Planting in the spring or begging in the fall. Or get somebody to do it for you. See, those are about the only alternatives. Now here's what else you must do. Take advantage of the springs quickly, because there's only a few. Just a handful of springs have been handed to each of us. They don't come forever. Life is fairly brief. So you got to read every book you can get your hands on what to do with your springs while they're here. And take advantage, they soon run out. The Beatles wrote, "Life is so short." And for John Lennon, it was extra short. But life is brief. Elton John sings, "She lived her life like a candle in the wind." It's brief. So whatever you're going to do with your life, you got to get at it. Don't just let the springs pass. Here's the third major lesson in life to learn. Learn how to protect your crops all summer. You got to take care of what you start. Sure enough, as soon as you've planted your garden in the spring, the busy bugs and the noxious weeds are out to take it. And here's the next bit of truth. They will take it unless you prevent it. And that's the third major skill to learn. You've got to learn to prevent the intruder from taking all the good you start. It's one of the challenges. Here's 2 key phrases under number 3. First one, all good will be attacked. on this planet. Maybe not the next one we get to, but on this one, all good will be attacked. Every garden will be invaded. Not to think so is naive. And here's the second phrase. All values must be defended. Political values, social values, community values, family values, marriage values, friendship values, business values. Every garden must be tended all summer. Third major lesson. Now here's number 4. Fourth major lesson in life to learn. Learn how to reap in the fall without complaint. Learn to reap come harvest time without complaint. Take full responsibility for what happens to you. It's one of the highest forms of human maturity, accepting full responsibility. It's the day you know you've passed from childhood to adulthood, the day you accept full responsibility. And another note, learn to reap in the fall without apology. Without apology if you do well, and without complaint if you don't. That's maturity. I used to have that long list of reasons why I wasn't doing well. To explain. You've got to explain, right? Otherwise you're going to look bad. I used to have this funny list called Reasons for Not Looking Good. I used to blame the government. I mean, you can believe that or not. It was at the top of my list. I had a lecture second to none. The government. That was on my list. I used to blame taxes. Look what you got left after they take everything. And they expect you to do well. That was on my list there. Prices, that one's easy, right? You walk into the supermarket with $20, come out with a little half bag. So I had that on my list. I used to blame the weather. I blamed the traffic. I used to blame my car. I blamed the manufacturers. I used to blame the company. I blamed company policy. I used to blame the training program. I blame my negative relatives. They were always putting me down. I blame my cynical neighbors. They're just selfish, looking out for themselves. Won't loan you money? They were on my list. I used to blame the economy. I blamed the community. That's a pretty good list for not doing well, isn't it? I thought it was good. I'll never forget one day, Mr. Schoaf was very kind, but he was also very blunt, and this was no exception. And I'm glad he was blunt. There's a lot of things I'd have missed if he hadn't have been blunt. One day, with sort of a curious look on his face, he said, "Jim, just out of curiosity, tell me, how come you haven't done well up until now?" Excellent question. I thought, well, so I won't look too bad, I'll go through my list. And this list I just gave you, I put that on him. And he was very patient. He let me go through the whole thing, the government, the weather. I went through this whole thing. When I finished, he looked my list over very carefully. He said, "Mr. Rohn, big problem with your list. You ain't on it." How brilliant. When I went to work for him a few months later, I learned very quickly to tear up my list, reasons for not doing well, and I threw it away. And I got me a fresh piece of paper. And I put one word on it. Me. There's a Black Heritage spiritual that says, "It's not my mother nor my father, nor my brother nor my sister, but it's me, oh Lord, standing in the need of prayer." See, I used to blame everything outside. And then let me give you a little philosophy that helped turn my life around. For your notes, here it is. It's not what happens that determines the quality or the quantity of your life. It's not what happens. And the reason is because what happens to about everybody. No different. The sun went down on all of us last night. A common event, a happening. And I found out that the same things can happen to two different people. One gets rich and one stays poor. Why is that? It's because it's not what happens, but rather it's what you do that changes everything. So that's a key phrase. It's not what happens, it's what you do. What happens is about the same. You might put that in parentheses here. Same. What people do, that's what's different. Anything can happen, right? Everything can happen. I've heard all the stories. I've been one of the stories. Hey, we could all tell stories all night long, right? Happenings. Anything can happen. Have you heard of Murphy's Laws? Anybody here heard of Murphy's Laws? Okay, most of you have. Murph had these laws. One of them was, if anything can go wrong, it will. That's one of Murphy's Laws. He was not one of the great positive speakers of the day. But anyway, it's still true though, right? Anything can go wrong, everything can go wrong. For sure. I've fallen out of the sky so many times. Once to the tune of a couple of million. Devastating. Took me a while to survive that one. Now, it wasn't all that much, but it was all I had. Right? I mean, that's when it's much, right? When it's all you got. If you got 3, 2 go, you got 1 left, you ain't looking that bad. But when it all goes, has anybody been there when it all went? Anybody? Come on, the rest of you liars. Go ahead. Hey, we've all been there, right? When it all went. Of course, it used to be a long time ago, right? When you ran out of money, got to 0, you were all through. Heck, now you can whistle right on by 0, right? I mean, they will bury you. That's what they will do. But see, those are the happenings, right? Everything can happen. Anything can happen. But it's not the happenings. It's what you do about it. Somebody says, yeah, but you don't understand the disappointments I've had. Come on. Everybody's had their share. Disappointments are not special gifts reserved for the poor. Everybody has them. The difference is what you do about them. It's not the weather. I used to blame the weather, and I discovered it rains on the rich. So see, that won't help. 2 men wake up one morning, there's a rainstorm on. One of them looks out his window, sees the rainstorm, and he says, wow, what a storm. With weather like this, they can't expect you to go out and make sales. He stays home. Same morning, the other guy looks out his window, sees the same storm, says, wow, what a storm. But he says, you know what, with weather like this, what a great day to go out and make sales. Most everybody will probably be home, especially the salesman. See, that's the difference in how your life works out. It's not what happens, it's what you do. So here's one of the key questions of the evening. Starting tomorrow, what are you going to do that'll make a change in your life's direction? Good question. What are you going to do starting tomorrow that'll make a difference? Now see, if you don't do something starting tomorrow that'll make a difference, guess what? It's going to be the same. And see, that way you can guess what the next 5 years are going to be like. Look at the last 5. Because the next 5 are going to be like the last 5 unless you, major key, tomorrow, change it all. Or change a little, or change something, or don't change. It's choice time. You can do whatever you want. But it's nice to know any day you wish you can change your whole life.
Oh, good night, everyone. Welcome those persons who are joining us before training for the first time. We want to welcome all those new persons. My name is Christopher. We're going to be going through, let me just unmute, guys. Let's get to know those persons who have just become new members of PGI. We want to welcome you to the PGI family. All right, so who do we have? We want you to just go ahead and unmute yourself and let us know your name and who's your sponsor. We want to welcome you.
Okay, good evening. I am Peter Kennedy, and I was brought me in was Caroline Shallow.
Okay, welcome, Peter.
Excited to be here. Thank you.
Good, it's good to have you guys. Come on, guys, let's open up and welcome Peter to the family, to our PGI family.
Welcome, Peter.
Welcome, Peter.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I really appreciate all the support.
Oh, yes, it's more to come.
Okay,
Much
all right.
appreciated.
Who else do we have?
Hi, good night. This is Roseanne. I was brought in by you yourself, Chris.
Good evening, Roseanne.
Good evening,
Hi,
Roseanne.
Hi,
How are you?
hi. I'm fine.
Good.
All
Good
right.
evening, Roseanne.
Hi, good evening.
All right, wonderful. Okay, good to have you on, Roseanne, this evening. Good to have you part of the PGA family as well.
Welcome,
Okay.
Roseanne.
All right, who else do we have? Any other new persons that join us?
Hi, good night. My name is Brown, and I was invited by Peter Kennedy. Told me this is something that I would be interested in. So it was good so far.
Okay.
Good
All right.
Welcome.
Good to have you. Welcome.
Welcome, John.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. Keep it going, guys. Any other new persons?
Welcome.
Any person who joined PJ within the last 30 days can go ahead and introduce yourself as well.
Hi, good night. My name is Crystal, and I was invited by Sandra Elliott.
Hey, Crystal.
Welcome, Chris.
Welcome, Chris.
Welcome.
Crystal.
Welcome, Crystal.
Hi, good night. My name is Rosemary, and I was invited by Firebreeze.
Hey, Rosemary, welcome.
Welcome, Rosemary.
Welcome, Rosemary.
Rosemary.
Good night, everyone. I'm Jacqueline, and I was sponsored by Paulette.
Welcome,
Welcome, Jacqueline.
Welcome,
Good
Jacqueline.
night, Hagar.
Well done. Okay. Who else do we have? All right, that's it, guys. That's everyone this evening. Again, we want to thank everyone that's joined us for the first time, and we want to welcome you to the PGA family. All right, today we're going to be covering. Today we're going to be covering our withdrawals. We're going to be showing persons how to do your withdrawals, and furthermore, we will actually be showing you how to do the withdrawal to the agreement fund. All right, so we can normally withdraw to our Bitcoin wallet, or we can withdraw to the agreement fund. So what I'm going to do in this evening is going to be actually sharing with you how to withdraw to the agreement fund. All right. Now also we have new persons here this evening, persons who have joined the business in less than 30 days. All right. I want you to know also that, if you have any questions, right, this is the time, this is the forum to answer questions, anything about the compensation plan that you're not sure of. I'm going to go through a little bit more detail on the compensation plan as well. All right. Also, I'm also going to go through, how to compound your earnings so that at least you can maximize, okay, your returns with PGI. All right. Okay, so I'm just going to share a video with you first, give you an idea how to do the withdrawals, and then I'm going to actually then go to a PowerPoint where I'm going to break it down. All right, so that you will actually get to see it more than once, so therefore you can help retain this information. All right. Also, of course, this session is being recorded, so therefore you also have the training that you can go back to at a later date. All right, so let me just share my screen. Okay, so everyone is seeing my screen right now?
Yes.
Okay, all right, wonderful. All right, so guys, just remember, while the training is going on, you can mute yourself so that we don't have the background noise. And when it's time to answer a question, then you can go ahead and unmute, but always try to keep it mute so that we don't have any background noise because we're actually recording the session as well. All right, so the video I'm going to share here with you is actually my sponsor, Mr. Ainsworth Edmond out of Jamaica, and showing us how to do a purchase a 10,000 package, but using the agreement fund. Rather than having to withdraw the money out of the system to bring it back into the system, the company provide a internal wallet called the agreement fund, and therefore you can withdraw, it goes into the agreement fund, and then from there you can take that money and purchase a package. So therefore, if persons don't have enough, okay, and if not earn enough, they can actually keep withdrawing every week and saving it up in the agreement fund until they get the amount that they want to purchase the package. So the agreement fund, that money comes from earnings, okay, from your trading bonus, and also your trading bonus, and also your network bonus. All right, so those are the two bonuses that you can withdraw and put into the agreement fund. All right, so let's go ahead.
A YouTube channel, and in today's video I'll be doing two things. One, I'll be showing you how to add funds to your agreement fund, and also I will be purchasing my 10,000 US dollars package from my agreement fund. Now, for many persons who are watching this video, if you may be coming across it for the very first time, I've been with PGI. Now tomorrow, I started on the 20th of July. Tomorrow, the 20th of April, will be exact 9 months since I've been with PGI, and I can say that this has been an awesome opportunity for me, that which I'm so grateful for. Now, as we are experiencing our withdrawal delays, the CEO has given us an opportunity where we can move our funds to the agreement fund to purchase, additional package within the system at a 0% fee, which will allow the company to ease up the backlog that the payouts are there. So I've utilized that opportunity, and I am happy to say that I am going to purchase a $10,000 agreement. So as you see here, I have two agreements that is active. I have a 1,000 and a 5,000. So I'm going to go to earn my earnings, and I go to withdrawal. So I'm going to do this week's withdrawal from my trading. As it said that you can only withdraw either from your network wallet or your trading wallet. So this week I'm going to do from my trading. All right. So I'm going to click on withdrawal. All right. So you notice that it says a cash out fund. I have available 2,500 that I can withdraw, and that is based because of my highest package. My highest available package. My highest package is 5,000, so I can only withdraw 50% of that, which is 2,500. And that's why I had saved now to purchase a 5,000, a 10,000, so I can withdraw 5,000 US dollars a week. All right. So I'm going to add to my agreement fund $1,075. So as you see, with the agreement fund, it's a 0% fee. So the entire 1,715 will go for the 785 that I'll be cashing out. that is at an 8% fee, so $62 taken from that. So I click submit. This I understand that these bonus withdrawals are non-reversible, and I click confirm. Okay. So it says withdrawals being successfully processed. Please check your wallet to confirm. Unconfirmed withdrawal will not be processed. So I'm going to go to my email. Check this is my wallet address, and I click confirm. $10,020 in my agreement fund. I'm going to buy an agreement. So this is now how you buy the agreement. So after you add the funds to your agreement fund, right, and it's where you want it to be, you don't go to add a trading agreement. You go here where it says in your agreement fund, buy agreement. You click on buy agreement. And then you select the package. So I'm going to select 10,000 gold. And then I click submit. Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. So I now have a $10,000 package that will be saying processing very soon. So that means that, and so you're seeing I'm going to have $1 in my agreement for now.
Hi, Dr. Rose, I believe. Arsenal Mojafo, I believe.
Okay, guys, so that's how you purchase an agreement, okay, within the PGI back office. So let's go to our PowerPoint. All right, so basically what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to go over it a bit here with you, the same process, all right, so that you guys get a better understanding. For those who have any questions, as I say, you can go ahead and unmute and ask your questions while I'm going through our training this evening, all right, because the whole idea, guys, is that we still want to have some feedback and dialogue with persons, as we go through. So I'm not going to mute everyone. I'm going to leave it open up so that persons can ask their questions. Okay, so first let's talk about the maximum, okay, withdrawal, and that's based on our package. So the honest package, the honest package that we don't have this half, okay, attached to, is the exception of the 100 package. So the 100 package operate a little different. So persons who start off with a 100 package, all right, the minimum withdrawal is $88. The maximum is $100. All right, but every package after that, okay, operate under what I'm going to explain here, operate under this system here. Okay, so if you have a 400 package, all right, on a weekly basis, the maximum you can withdraw is $200 a week. All right, so if you have a 400 package, if that's the highest package you have, all right, the maximum you can withdraw is $400 a week. If you have a 600 and that's the highest package you have, the maximum you can withdraw is $300 a week. If you have a 1,000 package, All right. The maximum you can withdraw per week, okay, is $500. And if you have a $5,000 package, the maximum you can withdraw is $2,500 per week. All right. Bear in mind also, the minimum withdrawal for everyone is $88. Okay. All withdrawals are done Monday to Friday. In our time, guys, between 6 a.m. to 12 noon. All right. After that time, you will not be able to withdraw until the following day. You're only allowed one withdrawal per week. All right. So you can only do one withdrawal per week. Okay. Could that person please mute, please? Could we have that person mute, please? So we don't have that noise in the background. Okay.
After all, he was only broker treasurer, so the wealthy planters also had a job. His great mentor, Mr. Don Simpson, the father of Sir Peter Simpson, they
I'm gonna have to mute some folks here because they're not listening to me. All right. Okay. All right. So there we are. Okay. So first thing, guys, let's go to the withdrawal area. So in your back office, your menus will be up the side. For persons using their cell phone, okay, you will have the three little lines at the top on the left hand side. You click on it, and it's gonna open up to the menu. So the menus, you have the dashboard, you have my earnings, you have my network bonus details, withdraw, bonus adjustment, add trading agreement, network, my network, purchase product, support, and ticket. Now, to get to your withdrawal, you have to click on my earnings. When you click on my earnings, it's going to give you a drop down. I'll open up another menu where now you'll be able to select withdraw. All right. So as I tell persons, you know, you have to get familiar with your back office. There's nothing in here that can break. All right. So click the menus and see where they lead to. All right. Become familiar with where things are. There's nothing in here that can delete your account. All right. There's nothing. So by clicking those buttons, there's nothing that can delete your account or cause it to not function. All right. To make any changes to your account, you cannot even make no changes from these menus here. The changes to your account is over on the right-hand side where you click on the image, the top right-hand corner. All right. And then you click, you get a drop-down menu. Wow. You get a drop-down menu, and then you're able to click on update my profile. Okay. So these are the things that these are the menus that can lead you in all the different areas, okay, of your back office. So do not be afraid to click on it. Please just click it and see where everything leads. All right. Okay, so to get to your withdrawal, as I mentioned, you're going to click on my earnings, and then you click on withdraw. Okay, guys, I try my best, honestly. All right. I'm going to open up afterwards for questions. All right. All right, so here we are. So when you click on withdraw, it's going to bring you to this page here. Now, you have two areas that you can withdraw from. You have network bonus and trading bonus. Now, what is network bonus? Network bonus is all the earnings that you earn from when you refer persons, you get that referral commission. And also when those persons refer other persons, you get what we call a binary commission. Those bonuses are called your network bonus. All right. So the earnings from building your network, all the bonuses goes into this area here. All the bonus now that comes from your trading, remember you have a package, whether you have 1 pack, 2 packs, 3, 5, 10 packs, it doesn't matter. All the earnings are accumulated and they're paid out here in this area called the trading bonus. So therefore, both areas have a withdraw button. you can only withdraw from one area per week. So you cannot withdraw from your network bonus today, and then tomorrow you're going to withdraw from the trading bonus tomorrow. All right? It doesn't work that way, because remember, guys, you can only withdraw once per week. So every week you have to decide whether you want to withdraw from your trading bonus or your network bonus. All right? So that's your choice every week to make. And of course, it can only happen if you have a minimum of $88 or more. All right. All right, okay. So a minimum of $88 or more is when you can withdraw. And again, based on the highest package you have, you'll be able to withdraw half of that package amount. So if you have $1,000 package and you already have, let's say you have $1,000 package and you have $1,600 to withdraw or $1,650 to withdraw, because you have $1,000 package, you can only withdraw 500 out of that 1,650. All right, that means the balance will stay there for the following week to withdraw. All right, so these are things that you need to understand and how it works, how PGI pays, how the system functions. Okay, so let's say now we are withdrawing from the network bonus. We will click on withdraw, and when we click on withdraw, it brings us to the next page, and this is the page here that you want. So those persons who are looking to withdraw to the Bitcoin wallet, you do not change anything. All right, everything is set to withdraw to the Bitcoin wallet. You will just go ahead and click the button submit. Okay, which is the button over to your right. You will click on that submit button. But if you're moving those funds to the agreement fund, then you have to enter the amount. So the area that you see I have there in red, okay, this is the area that you have to focus on, and you will enter the amount that you're withdrawing into the agreement fund. So as I mentioned, based on this account here that I'm sharing here with you, the maximum this account can withdraw is 500. They show it right at the top. You see what's available, 500. And therefore you enter that amount in there, the 500. And then you go ahead and submit. When you click submit, you're gonna get an email that you have to confirm the withdrawal. You click confirm, and then it bring you back to the account. And now the funds will be in your agreement fund. And this is the area that is in red. Okay, that's your agreement fund wallet. So now you have the funds in there, and then you go ahead and you click buy agreement. So you click on that, buy agreement. Again, it brings you to the packages, the trading agreement packages. And now you can go ahead now and purchase the agreement that you want to purchase. Whether you're purchasing another 100, a 400, it's 600, based on the funds you have in the agreement, okay, wallet, that will determine also what you can purchase. Okay, as I mentioned, you can keep withdrawing to this agreement here, to the agreement fund, until you have enough to purchase the package you want to purchase. That's what Ainsworth did. He actually keep withdrawing to the agreement fund so that he can purchase his $10,000 package. All right, so he didn't withdraw 10,000 one time. The last withdrawal he did there was 1,750, which then added up with what he had before, which brings it to 10,000, and then he was able to purchase the agreement, his package, his $10,000 package. Okay, this way. The company has given us the opportunity to withdraw without having to pay any fees. Okay, normally the fees. All right, so normally the fees is 5%. All right, so if you withdraw to our Bitcoin wallet, it's 8%. If you withdraw to the agreement fund, it's 5%. But we've given a no fee for this month. So this 5% has been waived for this month, and hope that they'll extend it into next month. But right now, we don't have to pay any fee to withdraw. So whatever we withdraw goes directly into the agreement fund. All right. Okay. All right, just to open up. Any questions anyone have? Let me just unmute. Okay, so we are unmuted. Guys, any questions anyone have in how to do their withdrawals to the agreement fund. And as I mentioned, this will also be for withdrawing to your Bitcoin wallet as well. All right. Okay. Any questions?
Hi, question. Yeah, I just want to query about the, can you have more than one package going? And if you do that, how does that work? Would it be the same principle that you just explained there? If you have more than one package going, like you start up a $100 package and say, you really like how this is going and this is exciting and everything, and you got some more money, you want to start another $100 package at another point, say another couple months down the road or whatever the case may be. How do you go about doing that, and how that works, if that's possible?
Yes, you can have multiple packages going at the same time. As you can see in the video with Ainsworth, he had a 1,000 and a 5,000 package going, and he was now purchasing a 10,000. So therefore, that makes it 3 packages he will have running all at the same time. Now, if you have, let me just give you an example. You have a 100 package, you're getting 1% on that. That's $1 a day. You add another 100, so now that's 200. All right. Now you're getting $1 a day on the first package, $1 a day on the second package. So now you're earning yourself $2 a day. All right. Now, if you have a $1,000 package, a 100 and a 100, okay. So now that's $12 a day because you're getting $10 on the 1,000 package. The money that you're earning from that percentage goes in to your trading wallet. So if you're earning $12 a day, that will add up here, where we have here, total earnings. It will go up. You guys can see that on your left-hand side. Trading bonus, total earnings. All the earnings is add up. So that $12 a day keeps adding up in there. So therefore, all is available to you when you're ready to withdraw. Does that answer your question?
Okay, yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Okay, Chris.
Hi.
Sandra here.
Hi, Sandra.
With your the the money that you're making daily, right?
Mm-hmm.
Could you allow your money to stay without doing a withdrawal and let it accumulate?
Yeah, well, that's the whole idea. Is you let it accumulate. You let it accumulate and withdraw it when you're ready.
I mean, that you said that you do you can do a withdrawal on Mondays, right? What I'm asking is, instead of withdrawing on the Monday, could you let that money stay and accumulate in your account instead of doing a withdrawal?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you can let it accumulate and withdraw it whenever you want to withdraw it. As long as it's not less than $88, as long as it's over $88, you have access to it, withdraw it whenever you're ready. So you can let it stand and accumulate till it get $119 till you're ready to buy another package.
Another package. Okay, thanks.
All right. Good question. Any other questions?
Hi, good night. My
Hello.
question is this compound interest or simple interest that you'll be getting on the money?
Well, that's another good question, and that's what we're going to be covering in the next session just now. But I'm going to share with you now how to compound, because it doesn't compound. You are the one who has to put it back into compounding.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So based on your packages, the earnings that you're getting, because don't forget, compound interest is based on the interest you're earning. You're getting earnings on the interest. All right. And therefore, you're the one who have to do what? Put it back into another package in order for it to create that compound feature.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's basically what you want. You want to compound. That's how you're going to be able to move yourself forward propel yourself forward a lot faster instead of sitting down and just waiting for your 200 days, okay, without having additional package going. All right. But I'm gonna get to the compound feature just now. All right. Any other questions?
Yes, Chris. When you put money into the agreement fund, you cannot withdraw it unless you are buying a package, right? You can't withdraw it and then put it back in later.
Right.
Correct?
That's a good question. A very, very good question. So as long as you withdraw to the agreement fund, that money can no longer withdraw to your Bitcoin wallet. You can only do one thing with it, and that's to purchase another package. All right. Does that answer your question?
Yes, it is. But suppose you are like $1 or $2 over, that will remain in there, right?
Whatever it takes. So it was for the package and left back the balance. That's correct.
Okay.
Hello, Chris, Margaret.
Hey, Margaret.
If you have the withdrawal, if you have two packages and you want to withdraw, would they consider one of those, or would you be able to add the two together and do the withdrawal?
Okay, your earnings from both packages go in as one in the wallet for you to withdraw.
So which would they consider? Would they consider, it depends?
No. We're not looking at packages now. You just look at earnings. From time you buy a package and you have more than one package, you don't have to look at packages. You just look at how much you earn from those packages. All those earnings go into one area, and you can withdraw the earnings from the two packages. Yes, that's the trading bonus, correct?
Yeah. Okay.
So if you have $100 in your trading bonus to withdraw, that earnings all came from the amount of packages that you have. All the earnings have gone in there. Does that answer your question, Margaret?
Yes, kind of, but I just wanted to know if they will say, like, we have you have a stipulation on $100 that it is less than, you can't go more than 80, is it?
No less than $88. No less than 88.
Yeah. So that's what I was looking at. If you have another package, then it's just something else. So, but when you get the total put together, then that's a different story.
Yeah, because if you only have $100 package running, all right, you earn $1 a day. That means it can take you $88 before you can even start to do a withdrawal.
88 days before you can, yeah.
Right? But the goal here is to have multiple packages. So therefore, the $100, guys, let me say to you, the $100 is just to get your business started. Do not, if you're looking to build this business, even if you're just investing or you're building the network, okay, I'm saying to persons, the $100 is just to start the business, to open the account and get it going. All right. But if you really want to make some money, because you definitely know for a fact that $100 multiply in 200 days and give you $200. So now in 200 days, instead of you having 100, you have 200. Okay. I'm saying to you, you really can do a lot more within that 200 days time instead of sitting down and just waiting to get an additional $100. Yeah. Come on, guys, please. All right. You can be compounding in all that time. All right. So therefore, it's a business. Add yourself another package, right? Whether it be another 100 or move to the next level, which is a 400. All right. So that your daily earnings become more. Your daily earnings become more. That means you're able to withdraw a lot sooner. And because you're able to withdraw a lot sooner, that means you can accumulate a lot more. Okay, you can accumulate. Come on, guys, could you please mute, please? You can accumulate, all right, a lot sooner and a lot more in order to compound. Because what I'm going to share with you here now is a compound feature, and this can only work if you're going to try to build up to a certain amount of packets. So really and truly, I'm going to share with you how to compound from 1,000. you can compound before, but I'm going to show you the effects of compounding from 1,000. So therefore, you want to start building up your account. You want to move to the next level. You've heard the persons when we share the opportunity on a nightly basis, talk about they started with a 100, they went to 4, some went to the 5 when the 5 was available. They've gone to 6, and they're now at 1,000. Now we add all those earnings. Some of them are getting you know, $25 a day. Some are getting 30, some $40 a day. All right. Round off is now up to what, 60 what, $66 or something a day, round off? Or $61 a day?
$61 a day, yeah.
$61 a day. All right. So if you have $61 a day, that's gonna give you an idea. All right. So the $61 a day, we have how much in 10 days we should have what, $610?
$610, yeah.
Okay. So in 10 days you have $610. Can you buy a $600 package? You want it?
Yeah, cause
It's only $19 out. Okay. $10, $9 out. All right. So therefore, by the next day, he have enough to do what? Purchase himself a 600 package.
600,
And now,
yeah.
therefore, now that's how he compounding. So now he can purchase himself another package and compound, because he might be at the 5,000, but I'm sure he know that he want to have now for the next one, which is the $10,000 package. Just like many of us want to move to what? The $5,000 package. Some of you know want to move to your 400. Some of you know want to move to your 6 and your 1,000. All right. Okay. All right. So this is straightforward, guys, on how you can move the funds to the agreement fund so that you can compound. This is what you want to do, compound. So therefore, you utilize this way of withdrawing so that you can compound. Because when you bring it into the agreement fund, it goes there immediately. And now you can then purchase the package.
Chris, one other question.
Yes, sure.
Can you withdraw from both the trade-in bonus and the other one in the same day and put it in the agreement fund?
No. Only, don't forget, as I mentioned, you can only do one withdrawal of it, whether it's from your training bonus or your network bonus. Only one. You only have choice.
Saying we're putting in the agreement fund, I thought you could take it from both.
No, because don't forget, it still applies that you can only do one withdrawal from one wallet a week.
Okay.
Yeah, one withdrawal from one wallet a week.
Hey, Chris, this is
So whether
Michelle.
it's going to your agreement fund wallet or whether it's going to your Bitcoin wallet, it's still one withdrawal from one wallet per week. Okay, someone had a question?
Yes, it's Michelle, Chris.
Hi, Michelle.
Hi. If I have a $100 package, but it hasn't accumulated enough money for me to have money in my trading bonus or my network bonus, and I want to purchase another package, how do I do it?
You go back to the same method again. Okay, all you have to do is make the purchase via PayPal for the package that you want. Okay, I will post it. I can post the breakdown for all the packages that you, and so you know how much each packages cost. All right, and you go ahead and send the payment again to the same email address via PayPal, and we do the same thing. Okay, activate the package that you're purchasing.
Okay, thanks.
Michelle, you did your payment via PayPal, correct?
I did, yes.
Yes, right. So we go back through that same process. So if you're looking to move on to the 400, we have any breakdown. Okay, but how much it costs for the 100, the 400, the 600, the 1,000. Okay.
Thanks.
All right, you're welcome. All right, Brian.
Chris?
Go ahead.
Yes, sir. My question is, with the agreement fund, if that's the right name again, and the Bitcoin wallet, you just mentioned you can either put it in the Bitcoin wallet or the agreement fund, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Right. So I thought now with the Bitcoin wallet, you will see, let me say $88, you withdraw, you ADF there, and you say, all right, you're gonna put it in your Bitcoin wallet. You might see a different increase in money because of the Bitcoin you know, it going up from
because
49 to
because it's going
50
up.
to
Yeah,
60.
yeah, because the Bitcoin going up.
Right.
Okay, well,
Right.
that is, yeah, go ahead.
Right. So now you are saying you can put it in the agreement fund. So my question is, I mean, why the agreement fund towards not the Bitcoin wallet? Because the Bitcoin wallet to me, if you put $88 in the Bitcoin, you won't have $88 or more. You might have maybe 100 or 200 in
Good,
value.
yeah, good
Right.
question.
Right.
Good question. Yeah.
But right. So I will mute now, and you could tell me about that.
All right. Now, based on the new withdrawal system that they have, all right, and the new withdrawal system that have been implemented, when you withdraw this week, all right, now your withdrawal will stay there, and next week around the same time, if you withdraw on Monday, next week Monday, it now will go into processing. It takes 2 to 10 days, as they say, in order to be processed with the new withdrawal system. All right. Now that 2 to 10 days, that's one that you don't get it. But at the same time, you're also going to lose the 8% from when you withdraw it as well. Okay. Then for you to bring it back in, you can pay a blockchain fee to bring it back in. So you lose the 8%, you bring it back in with another percentage based on the blockchain. And sometimes you cannot determine what the blockchain fee would be. For instance, this week, we put it into the system, $136 bringing in from the blockchain to purchase a package. This week, the blockchain fee was about $45. Just to bring that in from the blockchain. That was the blockchain fee. So knowing all of this now, okay, it's easier to move it from your agreement, from your trading wallet or the network wallet, and keep it within the system and only pay a 5% fee. Or for right now, there's no fee. So right now, that's to our advantage, that we can move it, okay, without losing any value. So if I withdraw 500, I can have 500 go back into my trading agreement fund without losing any of it to fees, or bring it back in again to also lose it to fees again. So as well, yes, you might benefit from it going up when you have the $88 or whatever amount you withdraw, right? Again, the time, okay, that you will have to wait to get it, one, and also the withdrawal fee to withdraw to the wallet is 8%, and also the blockchain has another fee. So really and truly, you have a better chance or more gains actually bringing it to the agreement fund and purchasing it from there.
Okay. Makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense. Okay. Thank you.
All right. Yeah.
Chris.
Question for you, Chris.
But let's take Vernon. Vernon had a question. Go ahead, Vernon.
Yes, once you withdraw from your trade agreement into the agreement fund, can you go ahead and purchase that package right away, or you have to wait until it has processed, just like how it takes a week when you withdraw to your trading wallet, to your Bitcoin wallet for you to process, or can you purchase the package right away?
Good question. Yes, whenever you withdraw to the agreement fund, it goes into the agreement fund right away, and you can purchase it the same time, same day.
Okay.
So there's no day or anything like that, or 2 to 10 days before you actually can do anything with it. It goes right into the agreement fund wallet, and you can take it and purchase the package the same time.
Okay. Thanks, Chris.
Okay. All right. Another person had a question. Can go ahead and unmute.
The $45 that you were just speaking about in terms of the blockchain fee, that fee is outside of the
That's outside the PGI altogether. That's from the wallet.
Outside the PGI.
Yes.
That is a fee that's charged by the
blockchain.
Wallet.
The blockchain, yes. Yeah.
By the wallet that you're using.
Yeah, well, all wallets are connected to the blockchain, so that's a blockchain fee. All wallets, all Bitcoin wallets are connected to the blockchain. Those fees are charged. Those are fees charged by the blockchain of itself.
Okay.
So whether you're using a blockchain wallet, whether you're using an Exodus wallet, whether you're using a Binance wallet, okay, or exchange, all of them are connected. Yes, so those are the fees that are charged. These are all external to PGI.
So what if you were using a what you call a cold wallet, which is like say a treasure wallet?
It doesn't matter. All wallets has to go through the blockchain. Don't forget, all transactions for Bitcoin or any cryptocurrency has to go through a blockchain. So it doesn't matter if you have it stored offline or online. When you have to move it, it has to go through a blockchain in order for it to be processed.
Whoa.
All right. Bear in mind that every transaction that is done with Bitcoin, those transactions are done through miners. Okay. So every miner, okay, is who record every single transaction, and the fee is paid to the miners for doing that transaction.
So Chris, my question to you is, this transaction fee is, I know it's fluctuate, but is a set amount or is a percentage? If I take off $1,000, would it be $45 compared to if I take off $100?
The blockchain fee operates in a way that based on how congested the network is. So therefore, you know, the Bitcoin can only transact 10 transactions every second. All right. So therefore, the more people using the network, and also when you see Bitcoin give a spike in price, okay, you will always see an adjustment to the fee, and that fee could either be up or down. So based on the congestion of the network, and that's why sometimes you can do a transaction that doesn't go through until, you know, half an hour. Sometimes it will go through in 10 minutes. Sometimes it will go through in, it will take a day or 2 days, right? Based on the congestion of the network.
So that fee isn't directly proportional as a percentage of the amount you want.
No.
Good. Okay, thanks.
Don't mind if you increase it, you can see actually sometimes by sending more, it's more advantage to you, right? And moving a larger amount, because you can move $200 and realize, let's say it's $60, just using that example, all right? Move $200 and say it's $60, and you can move $2,000 and it might be the same $60, or it might just be $80.
So you actually got more to gain if the more you move.
Yeah, because again, all depends on what's happening in the network at the point in time.
Okay, thanks for clarifying that.
Yeah, because there are times when you can move the same $2,000 and only pay $5 and somebody cents. All right, so it depends on what's happening in the network at the given time. And okay, Elvis, go ahead. Have a question?
Yeah, Chris. You said that this month the withdrawal to the trading agreement is free, but when they charge you the 5% for taking it out in the trading agreement, do you have to pay any more fee to purchase another pot?
No. As long as it's inside the trading agreement and the charge when you withdraw it, when you do the first withdrawal and they charge you that 5%, right? And then when you purchasing it, no, there's no additional fee.
Okay, thank you. Just want to clarify that.
Yeah. Hey, go ahead, Angela.
Yes, I just wanted to find out. Okay, you were saying blockchain fee is like $45. This was like this all the time, or only in recent times?
No, as I mentioned too, that was what was happening this week. As I said, the blockchain fees fluctuates. Blockchain fee is never a set fee. Blockchain fees fluctuates based on what's happening in the network. Bitcoin went down. We had a drop in Bitcoin price, okay, and Bitcoin went down, and I said, let me check to see what the fees are, because I always check the fees. Put in $119. The $119 is causing $45 just to send it. All right.
Oh, that's really high.
Yeah. No, yesterday, no. Okay. The fees is roughly around $10. Same amount, $10. All right. Then another day, now the fees could be actually $2.75, $3,
okay,
$5. So
my question
therefore,
really
the blockchain fee fluctuates based on what's happening on the network.
Okay. So my question is that if I have agreements ready to processing to come out to go to the blockchain.
Okay,
And I
withdrawals,
decided
withdrawals. You're talking withdrawals,
withdrawals,
right?
sorry.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to change to do it to do the agreement with fund. Should I do it now? Seeing that the process, it's supposed to be in process.
Well, one thing for sure was in process, you can't cancel. All right. That has to come from the company to do that. All right. There's not a cancellation option for us when we do a withdrawal. All right. But any other withdrawals that you do after that, you can choose then to put it to the agreement fund.
Okay. So I can't do anything with it now. I just leave it there.
Not with the ones that already done that you've already done already.
All right.
Don't mind. I've heard something in the pipeline coming. So therefore, we have our meetup. The company event is on May 1st. All right. So I would encourage every person to make sure that you attend that, because this is really company keep everyone up to date with any news, updates, what's going on in the company. And I think due to the fact that we having the issue with the blockchain, okay, fees going up tremendously. All right. I think they're going to be coming with some solutions. One of those solutions, I think, okay, might be to all those persons who might have withdrawal spending, you might have the option to have it canceled and put it into the agreement fund. All right. So I do believe that would be a good option for us right now, without having to send it to the blockchain for us to bring it back in with such high fees as happening right now at the moment. All right. So let's hope that is what they're actually working on. But I hear there's some good news coming as it relates to withdrawals. All right.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Hey, Brian, go ahead.
Yes, thank you. Oh boy. No, this question is towards when you have it in the agreement, you don't necessarily have Bitcoin, correct?
It is held there in US dollar value, yeah, in Bitcoin. Because don't forget, it's Bitcoin and Bitcoin. Oh, but your account shows it in US value. So it's $119 for $100 package. So therefore, if you have $119 withdraw to the agreement fund, that is what it's going to use to purchase the. So in actual fact, it's still Bitcoin.
Okay. So I ain't changing my mind from the group and what's going on, because I already involved in it. But what gonna happen is the next 20 somebody days, I gonna meet $88. So I gonna be studying on what's the best move. I know you were telling me with the blockchain wallet is 40 something dollars. You can lose a lot. It's best to go with the
No. I don't telling you that. I'm telling you what it was. I'm not telling you that's what it is. I keep saying to you guys all the time that the fees fluctuate. So don't say that it's 40 somebody dollars and think that you're going to remain 40 somebody dollars. That's what it was last week when I put it in. Okay. As I said, I did a withdrawal yesterday. But sorry, I didn't do a withdrawal. I sent some funds yesterday and it was $110. Okay, I sent $100 and it was $110. So therefore it was only $10 for the fee, as opposed to 40 something dollars. All right. But as I said to you, for right now, for those persons who want to buy another package, if you're purchasing it from within the funds in your account, it's best to move it to the agreement fund instead of bringing it to the blockchain and then have to bring it back in and pay so much fees.
Okay. Okay. I guess
Yeah.
when I get to that bridge, I would cross it. We'll see where it goes.
But to me, it's a no-brainer. I mean, why would it, if I'm bringing it out to my blockchain, I don't have plans to bring it back in, but then I don't see the problem. I don't see the problem putting it in the agreement fund because I'm not buying a package. I want the funds to my Bitcoin wallet. All right. But if I'm gonna bring it to my Bitcoin wallet to bring it back into buy a package, I don't see sense to bring it out then in the first place to pay a fee to bring it out and a fee to bring it back in.
Also, I thought that if with $88, I don't know the amount of value it would be in Bitcoin in the blockchain wallet to say, well, I can buy a package, let me say $88 US in the Bitcoin wallet I don't know if that might give me a chance to buy another $100 package because of the 49. You're laughing because I don't know. I don't know.
I can see that's where you're catching at, right? But I can see where you're catching at. But let me say this to you, all right? $88, subtract 8% from it. How much do you have left?
80.
Okay. 80, all right? Okay, and let's say you have to bring it back in. So therefore, let's say you keep it the $80 in your account and you're gonna wait until it get to $119. But furthermore, you're gonna have to wait to get to 100 and a little more than 190 because you also have to accommodate for what the blockchain fee would be at that time, which you will not know anyhow until that time comes. So what I'm saying, then you're really doing yourself a disservice. You could be there for a month, you could be there for 2 months, you don't know.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Because you don't know how the Bitcoin price can go to push it up to $119.
But this is why the meetings is so important and the training and all that. And I have to go with you because I don't want to lose, you know.
That's why I try to tell you. That's why I try to tell you that it's a no-brainer right now. It's a no-brainer. The agreement fund is what makes sense for right now.
Okay, no problem. So the agreement fund, $88 at 5%. I guess that would be.
Where you get the agreement fund is $88? I confused.
No, he's talking about how much money he has to withdraw. That's when he said $88.
Oh, God. Okay.
He's just using the basic amount that to withdraw. So let's say when he get to $88, all right.
Okay.
Yeah, but Brian, also bear in mind that you could withdraw that money to the agreement fund. They will go there as $88 flat, right? For this month because there's no fees involved. But also, it's not gonna be enough. But again, the next withdrawal you do again, then you do what? You put it there in the agreement fund again. But it must be what? $88. So what I'm saying, the persons who have $100 package, you're gonna be, oh boy, it's gonna take you some time. It's gonna take you some time. That means you actually be waiting to have move $88 and then wait to get another $88. That's almost your 200 days there already.
Yes.
All right. Okay.
Okay, might as well wait and get to 100.
So yeah, so you have to wait to get to the 119. Well, plus the 5%, make sure you get it there, which is about 125 or something like that, and then withdraw it. Yeah, so that at least you get it there. Better than having to do it at $88, but you have to do it. Let go past there so that you get enough. Okay.
Right.
So buy another package.
Right.
Right, Brian?
Okay,
Right.
Thanks, Chris. Yeah.
Chris, but remember, right, that then the next thing come around, you still got about 88.
But Grandpa, you just remind me something there. You can't even move it at 125. You can only because you only have because you have only $100 package. Maximum is $100, right. Correct?
$100. So you're gonna have more than probably a $400 package in order to let go to 100.
So that's why you need another package. Yeah.
So that's why you need to upgrade to a bigger package.
Yeah, it's not gonna work as feasible for you with just a $100 package. Correct.
Right. My question was suggestion to you. Is it possible at this stage that you can do a demo on the blockchain trying to buy a package and then cancel it to see how much the fees would be?
That's how much the fees would be now.
Yeah.
No, because tomorrow the fees would be saying.
Yeah, I know that.
No, can't do that right now.
Okay.
I can't do that right now. Okay, Lee.
Good night. When you move the funds to the agreement fund, it would reflect the 5%.
Right. So when you do the withdrawal to move it to the agreement fund, then yes, it actually shows you the 5% less. Okay, so it takes the 5% and show you how much is going to your agreement fund. when you click the withdraw button to withdraw, okay, and you enter the amount for the agreement that you want to go to the agreement fund, it will take 5% from that amount that you put in and show you how much money going to your agreement fund, which will be 5% less of what you put in.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, any other questions, guys? All right. Okay, is there any other questions pertaining to any other area before we go on? Especially new members, you have any questions about the compensation plan, about how do you get started, where do you find your referral link, stuff like that? All right, so let's go to our okay, so this is a spreadsheet here, guys. So all right, now these are done. I'm going to try to explain it. I'll give it different colors here so you can pick it up. All right, so everyone can see my page. Everyone can see. Now, if you're not able to see the screen, remember that on your phone or your device, you can actually enlarge it as well.
Can you do that one, Chris? Enlarging your screen?
Yeah, you can enlarge your own screen. You can take your finger and touch your screen and open, take your thumb and your, what's that? Your index finger. Touch the screen and then open up your hand, open up your fingers, separate them, and they will open up, the screen will open up. You got it done?
That's right.
Everybody got the screen enlarged? All right, let me see if it can. Right, let me see if I can make my screen a little bigger for you. Okay. Everyone can see the screen, right? I have a breakdown here. I have a breakdown. Okay, so let's look at this how we compound. Okay, so as I said, I'm starting with $1,000 package. All right. So the goal is to build up yourself to $1,000 package, and what I'm saying, what I'm showing you here can work with any package. So just using a $1,000 package as an example. Okay. Of course, the higher the package, the more your returns you get back. So therefore, you cut down on the days, the amount of days, okay, that take you before you can buy another package. Okay, so with a $1,000 package, we have to run this here for 45 days. That's why I have 45 days at top here. All right, 45 days at $10 will give us how much? $450.
Yeah, that's 450.
Yeah,
right.
that's 450.
Okay, so 450. It costs $419 to purchase the next package, and therefore we purchase another package. So we're gonna move over now to this column here. All right, the column 2. All right, so you can use your, so the column with the green, that's the column that we're in. So now we're earning $10. Now we're earning $4.
14.
So that's a total of 14. All right. so now we're gonna switch now to 30 days. Now instead of running for 45 days, we only start with 45 days in the first one. Now we switch to 30 days from here on. So every 30 days, that's a package that you're purchasing every month. Okay, so in 30 days, that's $400 package. Okay, the $400 package in 30 days will give us $120. The $10,000 package.
So that's
in
100
and no, but don't forget we got a $1,000 package running as well. So the $1,000 package
Okay,
in the $1,000 package in 30 days will give us $300.
300, yeah.
So 300 and 120 is 420.
Correct.
Okay.
Buy yourself another 400.
You buy yourself another 400, correct. Let me shift over again. So we know on the area over to red. Okay, so we know on.
So that means no, you owe it. Earning $18 now.
Correct. So now we're earning $10 on it. $1,000 package, 4 on this one and 4 on this one. Okay. Okay, so let's add it up. So we have 30 days on this one. That means 120 interest you earn on this in 30 days, 120 on this one in 30 days, and 120 on the $1,000 one in 30 days. Okay. So that should give us
360.
So we have what? How much? That's 540. We got it.
Yeah.
Is that
I understand
540?
what you're talking, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So now again, you can add to that because now we let it run for a few more days so that you get your 600, and now you can move it to a 600 package.
You're earning 24. Yeah.
Okay. Everybody with me so far?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, Chris.
Okay. All right. So far, guys, this is 135 days. All right. You add another 30 days to that, that's 165 days. Okay. So now, again, we have what? We can buy ourselves another 600 package in another 30 days.
I put you at $30 a day.
Now, if another 30 days, guys, will be 195 days in total. We're able to buy, again, because of all the packages added up, we're able to buy ourselves another 1,000 package. All right.
But then you're earning 40 a day.
No, this is what happened, guys. This is what happens from here on. Because this is 195 days, don't forget you're getting a payment of about 200 days, correct? 200 days. So there's just about 5 days left for the first 1,000 package to come to end. This first one comes to end. Okay. But before that come to end, remember guys, before that come to end, you already replace it by purchasing a 1,000 package here at the very last one. You see that? You already replaced that one that's going to come to end by purchasing on your 195 days, another 1,000 package. Now, so let's say now, okay, all the other packages that you have, because the only one that expired so far will be the 1,000 package. The 1,000 package have expired in 200 days. But let's go back over here to the very last package that you just purchased before that expire, which was another 1,000. So though you're replacing the 1,000 before it expire. No,
I just get 2 days of $42.
No, if you don't buy another package, let's say you only have a 1,000 package now, you have a new 1,000 package running, but you're still earning from this 600, this 600, and these two other 400 packages. All right.
$30.
So if you collect that, guys, by the time all those packages come to end, all right, outside of your $1,000 package, and you just collect that money from those packages without reinvesting it, you have yourself $2,520, okay, and you still have a $1,000 package in to repeat the same process.
And that's US, right, Chris?
All currencies that we explain is in US dollars. That's right.
Yeah, okay.
And Chris, the original $1,000 that you started with, at the 200 there that you say it ends, and you use all that interest to help provide other packages. What happens now to the $1,000 that you had put in?
That's it right here. Look, that's it. That's it right here at the end of 195 days that you just buy another $1,000 package with it. That's it right there.
Okay, because I know you had said 5 days before that had matured, you buy another 1,000 package to replace that.
To replace that. So that's it. That's the 1,000 package. You're replacing it by purchasing yourself another 1,000 package.
Yes, I understand that. But what I was saying is, okay, you start with $1,000. You're making the $10 interest on it. You're using the $10 interest every day, plus the additional packages that you bought with the 400 and the 600 and so on.
Oh, that came out to the 1,000.
Before the expiration of the 200 there, at the 195 there, you have, with all the other packages and the funds and the interest, you have enough money to buy another $1,000 package to replace the original $1,000 package. So I'm asking, what happened then to the $1,000 that you had put in? Because
that expires.
What happened to the original 1,000 that you put in the first package?
Because it expired. I was telling you, it expired, so you had to replace it by purchasing this 1,000 package here. It comes to it expired in 200 days. So there's no more 1,000. You already gotten it back over the 200 days. You understand
Chris,
what I'm saying?
Are you making the profit of $2,520 as well on top of it?
Chris,
yeah.
What he's probably becoming confused with, right? Is that the $1,000 package expires in 200 days. So what's it is, and when you're talking about the interest, right? You're actually getting back the $10 every day on that $1,000 package for 200 days. So you're actually doubling the by the time the 200 days is out, you've already doubled the package. You double the package, and then the package expires. So you would have got about all of your money, the $1,000 that you put in, along with another $1,000.
So
right,
that's what
how
you see,
originally when you say you're earning twice the amount on your money, that's what they had originally said. I thought it was that you was on your $1,000, you was making $2,000, and then you still had the original 1,000.
No.
That's what. In other words, then you were making $1,000 on your $1,000 package.
Yes.
That's right. That's what we say. We double your money.
So you're not really making $2,000. You're making $1,000. You're making 100% on your money.
Yes.
There you go. You're doubling your money.
You're doubling.
You
come in with one and you make 100.
What is a double? If you have 1,000 and I double it, a double doesn't mean two.
Chris, what he's missing, right? That when he buy that last $1,000 package, he still got $30 coming from the packages before.
No, that's not what he means.
That's still going.
That's what he's talking about.
That's what he's missing.
No, that's not what he's missing.
Double.
It's just,
Okay,
it's
guys.
just,
He's
it's
asking about his
just a
double.
misinterpretation of the language.
He's asking
That's
about
all.
his
Yeah.
double, but does he forget the
I
package
have a
still running?
question. At the end of the 200 days, this process is finished and complete, or
The package that
Only for the
start out.
first 1,000.
Okay, let me explain, guys. Let me explain. The first package is every package goes for duration of 200 days. Okay. Every package goes.
so if I want money, I will go.
Vietnam.
Okay.
Every package goes for duration of 200 days. All right.
Right.
Now, the interest is paid out to you daily over that 200-day period.
Right.
At the end of the 200 days, okay, if you start off with $100, in 200 days, you'll end up with $200. $100 that you start with plus $100 profit.
Another 100. Right.
Okay. So the company have what, as you said, they have double your money. You start with 100,
Right.
you double, that means you have 200. Not that you have
Right.
200, not that you have 200 in profit, you have double 100, which becomes 200.
Right.
Okay. $100 profit. And that's when I keep saying in my presentation all the time, if I invest, and I normally use the example with $1,000. If I invest 1,000, I get it double, therefore now I have 2,000. I reinvest it, I get it double, I now have 4,000. So in a year, I really didn't get my money double twice because I've gotten it triple. Because in a year, if I subtract the 4,000 from the 1,000, I have $3,000 profit.
Right.
And not
So,
4,000, and not 2,000. All right.
So Chris, what he probably was thinking is that when the 200 days up, he still was probably
We'll get back the
earning
principal.
on that $1,000.
No, it's not
But
okay. I
that's
think it's
not what that's
that
not
the
how it
principal
is.
will be returned at the end of the 200 days,
Right.
along
So
with the interest that was paid. No, but the
so the
principal
package
is
is
paid out in the interest.
right. So the package expires. So if you want to continue earning, you got to buy another package.
Correct.
So in other words, if you put in $1,000, right, and you continue to earn every week, every day $10 up to the 200 days, and you did not rebuy any other package, as Chris said, compounded, and you did not utilize that money to buy any other packages, at the end of the 200 days, you would have earned an extra $1,000 on your $1,000.
Right.
So the more money you invest into this, the better off you would.
100% on it. Yeah.
Right. So that's why Chris is telling you, if you take that same the money every time you reach a certain stage, and you could take that money and buy another package and compound, it increases your earning.
I understand that. That wasn't my
Right.
difficulty. As I said,
That's why I keep saying that was
All right, Paulette. All right, Paulette.
Somebody tell
Don't
me
come
I
in
can
here.
earn, when somebody tell me that I'm gonna earn twice the amount on my money, I take it that okay, if I put in one,
You can earn three.
Two and one make three.
No,
Right.
that's not how it is.
So I understand it now that you make 100% on your principal, and then you
Exactly.
get back two in the sense that you get back your principal and you get back 100%.
Exactly.
But from that example, you make a little bit more than 100%, not more like 150%.
If you compound.
Guys, look at my results here at the end of the 200 days. Okay, that's what I'm focusing on. All right. At the end of the 200 days, okay, I have back $1,000 I can reinvest, and I still have packages that I'm continue earning on. If I let those packages run out to their duration, I now still have what, $2,520, and I still have this 1,000 package running, and that's because of compounding.
That's what they miss, Chris. That's what they miss. That's what they miss, Chris. Get the back the money and still got packages running. That's what they miss.
Still have packages running.
Right. Exactly. And look at those packages of 400 that can give you $800 and two $600
Still making
$2,400. So that'd be $3,200.
They're making $30 a day.
Package
I got
expire.
$2,000, $2,500 behind in profits.
So
what they miss.
Right.
So if you run this scenario here, if you take this scenario here, okay, and you did not put back in this 2,500, let's say you kept that as profit and you only work back that $1,000 again, you can run that scenario again for another 200 days with that $1,000 and run back to the same scenario that I just ran to the first scenario with the $1,000.
And the thing about it, Chris, they did not put another cent, then the $1,000. That's what you're trying to explain to them, but they're missing that point. All the start is $1,000 and they put another cent.
Just compound. It's compounding. It's compounding.
True.
They missed that point. That's what they miss.
Chris, because after you get back
Everybody
after,
that point.
but when you buy back that $100,000 package, right? Look at what's happening there to you now. You have already bought what he was compounding. You bought a $400 package, right? And then I think there was 2,600, right, Chris?
2 400s, 2 600s.
2 400. So that's a 4 and 4, 8. 8 and 6 is 14. 14 and 6 is 20.
2 4s and 2 6s.
That's $2,000 there already.
I sorry to say.
Once them expire, you got $2,000 there, along now with the other 1,000 that you just rebuy.
I sorry to say, but I would like it to be do over or done over again. Because
the video I have a video that you can watch over afterwards. Go over the training video, you're gonna see the same thing. So then you can go over it, right? Because I'm doing it in the training, I don't want to make it redundant inside the same training, but you can go over it, or I can actually, go over it with you after the training video. All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I don't want to make the recording too long.
I understand the whole thing.
Okay. Guys, I just really want to share with you why is it important to compound. Okay, compound will take you to your goals a lot faster. All right.
Faster.
Yes. Okay. Now I use this example with 1,000. Of course, you compound when you come up from, as I said, to really get it going with the 100 package, you have to add another package to really get it going, because the 100 will take too long for you to get going. All right. So you have to add yourself another package, a 400 package or a 600 package, and then start it out. All right. But the whole idea is that you're going to move that 100 package to 4, then you move it to 6, and then you move it to a 1,000. As long as you get a 1,000 package going, what I just shared with you here would apply to you. All right. That would apply to you. Now, of course, you can take this and move yourself to a 5,000, because you compound like this. And rather than taking that money out, as I said, I let it accumulate. But if you didn't let it accumulate, you just keep buying packages in the next 200 days, all right, you will be able to actually have your 5,000 package. Also, bear in mind, guys, all this is only the money from your trading bonus. When you start to build your business, you will even have access to more money to make this happen a lot faster. Your binary bonus will give you more money to plug into this to make it happen a lot faster.
True.
So this is only your trading bonus that's being applied to this scenario here. All right. Okay. All right. So let me just bring that there to a close. Okay, I know some person might say, well, this is still not clear to me as yet. As I said, okay, just go over the video. I can also break it down for you. Just let me bring this to end. Let me just bring the video to end so that it won't be too long for those persons who need to watch it over. All right, so guys, we'll just want to thank everyone who made it out this evening to make this all possible. But I'm gonna stop the recording.